President Donald Trump keeps floating the groundbreaking idea of eliminating federal income tax altogether, basically saying he's going to do it, potentially replacing it with tariffs, consumption-based taxes, or some other revenue source. Hey, maybe if we stop bombing other countries and cut our military budget down from $1.5 trillion, we wouldn't have to worry about it, but I digress. But anyway, this idea has majorly raised eyebrows, as many Americans can't imagine a country without taxes. A game changer. But here's a fact most people don't realize. Income tax hasn't existed for most of Americans' history, and that its creation is deeply connected to war, debt, and the modern financial system. So what if eliminating income tax didn't just change your paycheck, but fundamentally altered America's role in the world? I mean, can you imagine a world where the federal income tax is zero? No writing checks to the IRS at tax time, no more watching a good chunk of your paycheck vanish. Let's be real, nobody likes paying income taxes. It's a system that feels complicated, draining, totally disconnected from the money, where the money actually goes. You ever write your check for your income taxes? This drives me nuts. You'd write your check, mail it to the IRS, and you know that in a split second, it's being spent. It's gone. It's just heartbreaking. Every April, millions of Americans feel that same pain, sending a chunk of their salary to Washington with little say in the matter. Hey, can you not use this to send weapons to Ukraine, please? We don't get any say in it. So could a plan like this actually work, eliminating income taxes? And if so, what would be the implications for Americans? Inflation, government power. And the question I want to unpack is, could this actually stop the war machine for good? The United States did not have a permanent income tax until 1913. 1913 is arguably the worst year in American history. It's when the Fed was started, Woodrow Wilson, income taxes. Oh, it's awful. Really one of the worst years in American history. Everything changed for the U.S. The founding fathers and the generations that followed them were not keen on the idea of an income tax. Before that, tariffs were the main source of money for the U.S. government. That's right. For over a century, our country's growth was directly funded by taxing trade, not incomes of Americans. And in fact, when income tax was introduced during the Civil War, it was initially intended only as a temporary emergency measure during the war. And then it was repealed. So what changed? Well, two important things happened in 1913. The 16th Amendment legalized a permanent federal income tax. And number two, the Federal Reserve was created. That very same decade, the U.S. entered World War I. So from that moment forward, America's had a centralized banking system with the ability to borrow massive sums of money and a guaranteed stream of income tax revenue to service that debt. And of course, the Fed was created in order to create fake money in order to keep us moving and funding all of these wars. So this combination fundamentally changed the scale of government immediately. Wars used to be expensive in a way that the American people could immediately feel it. It affected us. Now the government previously, would have to raise taxes directly, borrow from its American citizens, drastically cut spending elsewhere. But then when you have a central bank with the power to expand the money supply, just print fake money, and you have an entire population that is taxed automatically through their payroll withholdings, then the bill associated with war doesn't feel so heavy. It's just, we're in another war? We're in 8 wars right now? Okay. What's another war? So war becomes easier because the cost is hidden, right? The debt toll ticks higher quickly, but also discreetly if you're not paying attention. And the average American family isn't seeing a direct war tax line item on their paycheck. Like, you're helping to support Americans versus the Nazis. It's out of sight, right? It's out of mind for most people. And then when you think of it this way, then income tax doesn't just pay for public services or infrastructure. It enables permanent war readiness. That's why eliminating income tax could potentially stop the war machine entirely. Imagine if the federal government didn't have the safety net of trillions of dollars in automatic income tax revenue. Imagine if they could endlessly borrow or expand spending without immediate backlash. Imagine if they were, for once, accountable financially to the American people. The federal government couldn't rely on trillions in automatic tax revenue, then foreign wars would become politically and financially unstable. Maybe not impossible, but certainly much more difficult to get away with. And then if we had an existential crisis, like we're suddenly being invaded, When's that happened? But okay. If that's actually happening, then we could all rally together and say, yeah, we need to defend against this enemy. Now, to be clear, Trump has not released a fully detailed bill eliminating income taxes yet, but the idea generally includes eliminating or drastically reducing federal income taxes for the American people and replacing that revenue with tariffs, which are taxes on imported goods. So to pull this off, the government would stop taxing its own citizens' paychecks and instead tax foreign companies that want to sell their products here in America. Critics of this plan say there's no way the math checks out, doesn't work. As the federal income tax brought in $2.4 trillion in 2024, while tariff profits are currently around $257 billion. So this idea could mean shrinking the federal government's scope to match that lower revenue, which of course would look like cutting the cost of expensive wars. Imagine if we stopped bombing Somalia or sending billions of dollars to Israel and weapons to Ukraine. But what would cutting income tax look like for the average American? If federal income tax disappears, your paycheck is going to get bigger overnight, leaving American families with more cash flow, higher take-home pay, all without needing a raise. You know that we all work pretty much up until May of every year in order to pay taxes. Everything past May is what we basically get to keep, but we work like 5 to almost 6 months of the year just to pay taxes. This would dramatically change America. And this would directly translate to more discretionary spending, better capacity to save money, invest, and faster debt payoff if you have debt. For lower middle income households, this could change everything. But here's the catch. The government still needs revenue, right? It's hard to imagine a scenario in which their income would plummet in this way. So income tax would have to be replaced with higher tariffs, meaning the prices of goods would rise. That means families could see more money on payday, but higher prices at the register. So whether or not you profit from this would depend on how much you earn, right, versus how much you spend, and whether you save or you consume most of your income. So regardless of where you fall on this matter, it's clear that this is not a simple win-lose scenario. It's a complete restructuring of the system, which some argue is necessary given the double whammy of tariffs and income taxes. So analysts at the Tax Policy Center estimated that the tariff policies in place as of late 2025 will raise the tax burden for an average family by about $2,100 in 2026. So $2,100 in this year, in this calendar year, 2026. So this burden isn't spread out evenly. Tariffs are what's called a regressive tax, which means they hurt lower and middle income families the most. Why? Because those families spend a bigger chunk of their income on essentials, food, clothing, household items. And many of those things are imported. Sorry, maybe your Old Navy t-shirts that you buy are not going to be as cheap. That's what's going on. Economist Peter Schiff wrote on X that Americans are now paying tariffs in addition to paying income taxes. That's not progress. The income tax was originally passed to eliminate tariffs. Now we have both of them. But deficits are rising faster than tariff revenues, so budget deficits and the national debt keep rising, he said. But would eliminating income taxes actually keep America out of foreign wars? This is the heart of the argument, maybe not automatically, but it would undoubtedly change the incentives, for sure. Without massive guaranteed tax revenue, easy debt expansion, and automatic payroll funding, every single military action would require transparent funding, political accountability, and immediate trade-offs. And any war would have to be justified both morally and financially in a way that it hasn't been in a long, long time. And that alone could dramatically reduce America's willingness to intervene globally. So the real question isn't, whether eliminating income tax is good or bad. The real question is, do we want a system that makes unlimited government expansion easy, or one that makes it painful? Friend of the show, Dr. Ron Paul, recently said that the financial system we have in the United States right now is illegal. It is. Because income taxes technically are illegal. We shouldn't have them. Income tax didn't just change how we fund the government, it changed how big and powerful the government could become. How often we go to war, how disconnected citizens are from the true cost of policy. Eliminating it would be disruptive and maybe even uncomfortable, but it would also force a conversation America has avoided for over a century. What should the government actually be responsible for? And what should it never have the power to do? So I'd love to hear your thoughts on this specific topic. Do you think eliminating income tax could work? What would it change for you personally? Would you be willing to pay more for like everyday items if that meant you paid zero federal income tax? And do you think that the change to income taxes would actually lower the military budget in reality? There's a lot of talking points here. I'm also thinking about this in terms of the midterm elections. Right now, President Trump's poll numbers are getting hammered. A lot of it has to do with, of course, what's been going on with immigration in the United States. And a lot of it has to do with Epstein, right? Like, why the hell did you sit on these documents for so long? So could the president, before the midterm elections, looking for a huge win, be able to say to the American people, we're eliminating the income tax? Would that help them win in the midterm elections? That's what politicians always love to do before the midterms, to shore up those popularity, So we'll see. We'll see. Let me know your thoughts on this. And in the next video, we're going to learn about what's going on with the retirement crisis in the United States right now and how you can actually protect yourself from the failing systems that are all around us. So click right here, and I'll see you in the next video.